Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Let me start by thanking our partners at the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank and Feeding San Diego for joining us today. And thank you to the county employees who are also here, including the county's Chief Medical Director, Dr. Jennifer Tudor. Here you are. And experts from our Office of Sustainability and Environmental Justice. Thank you so much. We are grateful for so many county employees who work behind the scenes to make a real difference in people's lives. The Board of Supervisors will consider funding the food security portion of the Safety Net Bridge program, an initiative I created in response to the threats posed by H.R. 1. H.R. 1 is a statement of priorities. President Trump and congressional Republicans decided that tax cuts for the wealthy are more important than food assistance for struggling families. Because of H.R. 1, more than 93,000 San Diegans are at risk of losing food assistance. That's not an accident. That is a policy choice. And it's a cruel one. Because when you take food away from struggling families, you don't create stronger communities. You create more instability, more hardship, more families pushed to the brink. They call H.R. 1 the big, beautiful bill, but there's nothing beautiful about taking food away from families and people who are barely getting by. There is nothing beautiful about telling families who are doing everything they can to feed their children that they are on their own. And there is nothing beautiful about making it harder for people to access the support they need to remain healthy, housed, and fed. It's not just that the so-called big, beautiful bill is cruel and heartless. It is actually terrible policy. Taking food away from families doesn't solve problems, it creates them. More hunger, more hardship, more homelessness. And I strongly disagree with those choices. I can't change the decisions made in Washington, but I can try my best to protect the people of San Diego County. That's why we created the Safety Net Bridge program. The moment we saw these threats coming, we got to work. We developed a plan, we secured resources, we built partnerships, and now we're delivering. Earlier this month, Sunbucks started reaching families across the county, helping make sure kids don't go hungry when school is out. We launched the Work Ready Hub to help people navigate new federal requirements and keep the benefits that they depend on. And now the Safety Net Bridge program is ready to take another major step. With tomorrow's budget vote, food access will move from planning to action. Working alongside Feeding San Diego and the San Diego Food Bank, we will bring food directly into communities expected to be hit hardest by H.R. 1. We'll follow the data and adjust as needed to make sure resources are reaching the people who need them most. When people come for food, they'll also connect with county staff who can help them keep benefits and find additional resources. Our priorities are simple. Keep families fed, healthy, and housed. That's exactly what the Safety Net Bridge program is designed to do. It is proof that when we see a threat to the people we serve, we don't wait for someone else to solve it. We act. And this is only the beginning. So I'd like to turn it over to Brigitte Westlink, the Vice President of Operations and Programs for the San Diego Food Bank. She will share more about how this program will work on the ground. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Supervisor Montgomery Steppe, for bringing us together today around an issue impacting thousands of families across our region, access to food. At the Jacobs and Cushman San Diego Food Bank, we see every day how fragile food security can be. CalFresh, for many households, bridges the gap between basic necessities and income. It helps them meet that gap. When those benefits are reduced, delayed, or lost, families often have nowhere else to turn. Right now, we are seeing a demand rise across our network. In May, 83% of our emergency food assistance program partners requested additional food, 27% increase in need in 30 days. That's a huge increase and a clear indication that more people need food assistance. Our Client Choice Pantry is also serving more San Diegans today than at any other point in this year. The impacts of HR 1 are being felt. The San Diego Food Bank is proud to partner with the county through the Safety Net Bridge program to help ensure that no one falls through the cracks due to HR 1. Together, we have developed plans to add multiple additional food distributions each month in communities to be most impacted. These efforts are guided by data from the county, 211 San Diego, and the San Diego Food Bank's extensive network. This helps us identify emerging needs and respond quickly. We are also partnering with the county on resource fairs and community events that connect residents not only to nutritious food, but also to CalFresh enrollment assistance, workforce resources, and so many other support services. Food is often the first reason that someone seeks help, but it rarely is the only challenge they are facing. During a recent visit to our North County food location, a woman seeking food assistance expressed relief upon learning that we also help navigate the complexity of CalFresh applications. Last year, we helped more than 600 San Diego residents secure critical CalFresh benefits. That moment captured exactly why partnerships like this matter. People aren't looking to navigate a complex system. They're looking for help, they're looking for assistance, and they're looking for an easy way to get it. For those navigating the new HR 1 work requirements, the San Diego Food Bank also provides county-approved volunteer opportunities that can help meet those CalFresh eligibility requirements. This is all while helping the food bank meet that growing need and demand for food assistance. This demand requires a comprehensive, community-wide approach. We source food through federal programs, donations, rescued and recovered food, strategic purchases, and the generosity of our community. It takes all these resources working together to build a strong food safety net. Our goal is not simply to provide food, but to help our neighbors access the nutritious meals they need to thrive. What gives me hope today is that this effort reflects what San Diego does best. We work together. The Safety Net Bridge program is more than a response to changing eligibility requirements. It is a commitment ensuring that anyone facing uncertainty can access nutritious food, supportive services, and the help they need. The San Diego Food Bank is honored to stand alongside Supervisor Montgomery Steppe, the county, and our many community partners in service to our region. No family should have to face hunger and uncertainty at the same time, and San Diego is making sure that we are doing that. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time here. It is now my pleasure to introduce Bob Kaminsky, CEO of Feeding San Diego.
Supervisor Montgomery Steppe, thank you. Good job. Often I'm asked by inquisitive people about what are we reacting to in our hunger relief activities? What crisis is it? And after reflecting on it, being in this role now for a little over 2.5 years, it came back to there is no single crisis. Every day that a person goes hungry, they are in crisis, and it is our obligation to help see them through it. The impacts of decisions made by HR 1 are being felt in the hunger relief sector. In July of 2025, when the bill was enacted, Feeding San Diego was averaging about 190,000 households a month feeding people in need. Since October of 2025, when you add the combined effects of a partial government shutdown and a new federal fiscal year taking effect, our food distributions have been averaging 230,000 households every month and climbing. It is real. So the crisis was self-generated through our federal policy. That 22% increase was not in our budget. That places stress on our food sourcing and our delivery resources. Feeding San Diego was a bit unique in that we do not receive any federal funding. We do not benefit from state funding to any measurable degree. We rely predominantly on private resources to help us move the food that we get into the community. However, with this magnitude of hunger relief demand, it requires a coordinated effort across all sectors. As was previously described, it is not just the federal nor the state, but it includes the county, the cities, the private citizens, the nonprofits, and the foundations and donors who support those nonprofits. We have seen that response in the county and the city of San Diego. But it is going to run short. And this is where the vision that was presented by Supervisor Montgomery Steppe and the fellow supervisors on the board to enact action, not just words, via the safety net bridge. The hunger relief organizations have had a voice in this, working side by side with county employees, both in the leadership roles as well as the boots on the deck. And we have arrived at plans of action that are now ready to be implemented. We're grateful for the tremendous support by the county supervisors and for their commitment to help fellow San Diegans who are being forgotten while policy beyond their control gets implemented. The safety net bridge represents action toward commitment, and we are grateful for that. Thank you.